Good morning, dear students. In the last video, we have discussed about the positive electromagnetic effect. What is positive electromagnetic effect? An effect in which the carbon on which the electron pi cloud is attacking on the same carbon, the positive reagent is also attacking. That means the addition of positive reagent takes place on the same carbon on which pi electron cloud is existing, and that is why that is also termed as addition product effect. Now today we will continue with the another effect of the electromagnetic effect, that is negative electromagnetic effect, or we can say negative E effect. It also occurs in double bond. So E effect generally exists in carbon double bond with oxygen, or we can say it is a ketone group, right? So here what takes place? In comparison of carbon and oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative. So what happens? The pi electron clouds will delocalized, or we can say they will move on oxygen atom. And when oxygen is more electronegative, it will drag this electron on it, and it will acquire, so it will take electron, so it will acquire positive charge, and as electrons are given from here, it will acquire negative charge and it will acquire positive charge. So here I have written oxygen is having negative charge and carbon is having positive charge. Now here the cyano group, that is a negative, right? So this negative reagent will attack on the carbon, which will give the product C hydrogen bond, CH, and here C with cyano bond, right? And oxygen with negative charge, right? So what happens here? Electrons from the pi electron cloud is dragged to the more electronegative atom, and then it acquires negative charge, and from where the electron is released, it will acquire positive charge. So this is the negative reagent, so it won't go with the negative, both the same charge. So this negative charge will attract towards the positive charge, and so we will get this product, right? The same is explained over here. Here what takes place? Here, that means in this example, oxygen atom is more electronegative than carbon atom. So pi electrons will delocalize. It means it will move on oxygen atom and it will acquire negative charge, and carbon atom will acquire positive charge. Now from here, see, I have kept an arrow here. Now when cyano, that is Cn, with negative charge will attack on carbon atom, then it will give the product C, satisfying all its valency 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon, that is 4 tetravalency, and oxygen here will acquire the negative charge, right? That means it has acquired the electrons, but now it will be attacking to some positive reagents. So when electrons of the pi bonds are transferred to the atom other than the one to which the reagents are finally attached, is called negative E effect. In positive, what was there? When electrons of the pi bonds are transferred to the atom, then the reagent is attacking to the same carbon, is termed as positive effect. And here what happens? It is attacking other than the one to which the reagents are finally attached. So here is attacking of the electron cloud of pi electrons, and reagent is on other than this. That means it is not on oxygen, but it is on the carbon. So now let us see the difference in inductive and electromagnetic effect. These all effects you have to read again and again because they are the base of the organic chemistry. When in 12th standard you will still learn more and more reactions. The basic idea will be from these effects, inductive effects, electromagnetic effect, and still more effects we are going to study further. So let us see first inductive effect and electromagnetic difference. Inductive effect is permanent effect. In all organic compound, wherever the reagent are present, permanent effect is always there. So inductive is the permanent, whereas electromagnetic is temporary effect. Inductive effect is always present in saturated hydrocarbons or in saturated compounds. Saturated, that means all the valency of the carbon is completely filled. Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. All the valencies of the carbon is completely filled. Then such compounds are called saturated. In electromagnetic, it is always present in unsaturated hydrocarbons or unsaturated compounds. We have seen electromagnetic effect. It is present in double bond, multiple bond, right? So C double bond, C alkene family, and even with the ketone group also we have C. The third is, in this effect no outside reagent is required for the reaction to take place, because it is always having the substituent reactant which is electronegative like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, right? So no outside reagents are required, but in this effect an external reagent, outside reagent is required to reaction to take place. In inductive effect, partial separation of charges are present because complete electron pi cloud are not changing. So we are getting delta positive and delta negative because it shows the partial separation. But here complete separation of charges are present, complete separation. And so here we got complete separation, double bond is here. Out of two double bond, it has been given out as a single bond, right? And we got it here, negative charge, and the positive is attracted by this negative, and it is also bonded here. So it is the separation of complete charge. Whereas in inductive we got partial positive and partial negative, right? So this was about the inductive effect and electromagnetic effect. Now let us see the third type of effect. It is a resonance or mesomeric effect, right? Very important effect because it is mostly for the cyclic compound, and benzene and benzene family or the derivatives of the benzene all depends on this effect. So let us see now what is resonance. Resonance means delocalizing of pi electrons, right? In 4th chapter we have learned this, and we have seen the resonance structures of few molecules where we have found even formal charge and all. So once again let us see the definition so you will recall what you have learned in the 4th chapter. Resonance means delocalizing of pi electrons which takes place from one position to the other. Pi electrons, that means where the presence of double bond are there. There only the pi electrons are there. So these pi electrons, when they continuously change their position from one to other atom, and as a result of which the canonical forms, right? That means which are assembling to each other, or they are called also resonance form, of the compounds take place, and the most stable structure of this canonical form is termed as resonating structure, and the process is termed as resonance. Right? We have seen the resonance of ozone molecule, carbon dioxide molecule, right? And many other examples we have done. So please recall it. And here we will see the resonance of the cyclic molecule. So here, if a molecule can be assigned two or more structures, none of which is capable of describing all the known properties of the compound, then the actual structure is a resonance hybrid of these structures. What does this mean? That if we consider any molecule, and if the same molecule is assigned, if the same molecule is given two or more structures, and any one of this structure is not able to describe all the properties of that particular compound, neither the one or the another structure, then to understand the properties of that respective molecule or the actual molecule, the hybrid structure, that means the compound structure, combined, we can say the combined compound of the given two structures, which is the hybrid, mixing of two different things is hybrid, right? So that hybrid structure will be giving us the idea about the properties of that particular molecule. Here once again, let us discuss first about carbon dioxide. So you can recall what you have learned in the past chapters, and then we will go over the cyclic compounds. So molecule of carbon dioxide, the oxygen double bond carbon double bond oxygen. So carbon is fulfilled with its valency, tetravalent, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what is here? This oxygen is having 4 lone electrons, or we can say 2 electron lone pairs, right? So what is lone pairs? So 8 minus bond pairs is called the lone pair. 8 minus bond pairs is the lone pair. So here bond pair is 1 and 2, right? So we will get 1 and 2, that is 4 electrons. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 lone electrons and 2 lone pairs. Now suppose this electron pair is coming here. So what will happen? Complete pair if it comes, then it will be having one more bond here. At the same time, if this pair is going here, so it will have 2 more lone electrons, or we can say it will have one more lone pair. So what happens here? See, 3 bond took place here, and here now 3 lone electron. So what happened here? This oxygen has acquired 2 more electrons, so it will acquire negative charge, and from here it has donated 2 electrons, so it will acquire positive charge, right? Now one more form can also be taking place. Instead of this, it can also go from here to this, and vice versa can take place. So this will be the single bond, and here it will be the triple bond, right? So this took place here. In the same way it happened over here also. See, so this will acquire negative charge, and this will be the positive charge, right? So these two, see, here I have shown double-headed arrow. It means they are the resonance structure of each other. Here on both the sides bi-electrons cloud are present. So on both the side delocalization takes place. See here, these also delocalized, this also delocalized. Once again I will remind you, delocalization, that means movement of the electrons, right? So this is electron pair moving here. This electron pair which is in the bond form is also moving. So delocalization is on both the electron pi cloud. Then on oxygen atom only 2 electron lone pairs should be there. if more than 2 electron lone pairs I am talking, more than 2 electron lone pairs is present, then negative charge. More than 2 lone electrons, see here, 1, 2, 3 pairs are there, so it will acquire negative charge. And if less than 2, then it will acquire positive charge. Here see, 2 pairs are there, so no charge is there. But if more than 2 pairs, then negative charge, and if less than 2 pairs, then it positive charge, which is mentioned over here. On oxygen atom, if 2 electron lone pairs must be there, matlab should be there. But if more than 2 lone pairs, then negative charge is present, and less than 2, then positive charge is present, right? So this is about the resonance, or you can say a mesomeric effect. Now let us see here a cyclic compound, right? So here it is, benzene, 1, 2, 3, here 3 double bonds are present, right? So what happens here, see, I have shown this arrow here, this is over here, and this goes over here. So what takes place? This bond will come over here now, this bond will shift over here, and this bond will shift over here. So now the structure may be, so double bond will be now on the alternate position compared to the first structure, right? So see here, double headed arrow, it means these two are the resonance of each other. So this electron pi cloud which are within the benzene, they are continuously in the delocalization. That means they are continuously shifting from one to other, from here to here. So we are having here, now we are seeing here. So here, right? So this continuation is depicted, that means shown. It is shown as the ring, because spectroscopically when it was observed, then it was seen that the pi electron clouds, as we are showing here in this manner, they were not remaining at this or this position for even a fraction of time. They were continuously in the resonance, that means in the delocalization, and so it is depicted as the ring, right? So here also, on displacement of pi electrons, resonance structure has formed, and these pi electrons continuously moves in the structure. So it is depicted, that is shown with a ring in the center, which is read or termed as benzene ring. You can read it as a benzene ring, or you can term it as a benzene ring. Resonance effect are also of two types, positive R and negative R effect. All effects are of both the types, inductive, positive I, negative I, electromagnetic, positive E, negative E, and now here positive R effect and negative R effect, right? So positive R effect and negative R effect are done here with respect to the benzene ring only, right? So what is positive R effect? In this effect, electrons are released at the benzene ring. Released at the benzene ring, it means electrons are given on the benzene ring, and as it is given on the benzene ring, it is positive effect. The groups like OH, alcohol, X, halogen, amine, they have the tendency to release the electrons in the benzene ring, and thus electrons are given to the benzene ring here. It is termed as positive R effect. Now, before we understand the complete resonance structure, let us again recall what are the ortho, meta and para position. Suppose the substituents is added over here, attached here on this carbon. Then this position, the very next position to it is ortho. So either on this side or either on this side. Both are very next. So this is ortho position. This is also ortho position. Right? If it is attached to the alternate carbon, then it is meta position. So here also meta position. This is also meta position. And if it is opposite of the attached carbon substituent, then it is para position. Right? So now when we will discuss over here, we will be need to recall these ortho, meta and para position. So I have reminded this, which we have already discussed when we started with the nomenclature of the compound. Right? Now let us see here. This is the benzene ring attached with the substituent OH, so it is phenol. Oxygen is here having 2 electron lone pairs, right? Double bond, double bond, double bond. This is the structure A, which is the main original structure. Now what takes place? Here, this lone pair, suppose it delocalized and come on this carbon. At the same time, if this pi electron cloud goes to this position, then what happened? This electron pair is giving electron to this benzene ring, right? Releasing to the benzene ring. Then it is acquiring negative charge because it is gaining the electrons. And these electrons are given here. So this oxygen will take positive charge because it has already donated the electron pairs. So see here what takes place. Positive charge, electron pair is converted to bond, and this electron pair is now getting here negative charge. So this is the first form. Now what happens? If this electron, see it is on which position? Ortho, right? This electron is now shifting over here. And as this electron is shifting to this carbon, at the same carbon, both won't be able to give the bond. At the same time, simultaneous shifting of this electron pair will be on this carbon. So you can see this is the para carbon, right? So what happened here? Now this bond will take place here as this electron negative is giving over here. So we will get one bond here now, and this will get negative charge on the para position. Now this negative charge, if it is shifting here, see the continuous shift takes place. From here to here, this is coming here. Now from here, it is going here. From here, it is coming here. You see, one by one. So these negative electrons will be shifting to this. At the same time, simultaneously, this will shift to again over here, that is the ortho position. So what happens? Here the double bond will take place, and here the negative charge will take place. Now this negative again comes back to here. So here it will be double bond, and this double bond will share back the electron pair to the oxygen. So here it will be again with the 2 lone pairs. This is 2 lone pair oxygen, and this is. Compare A and B. What we will see? This remains as it is, but see here now. The double bond is now shifted. You can see this 2 has acquired now this 2 position, and this will have acquired over here. We can see here. Right? So from this A to get as a B, this is the resonance, that is the canonical form which continuously takes place. As I told, spectroscopically study shows that this thing continuously takes place. So here in A is main structure and B is the final structure after the resonance, in which all bonds are shifted to other position. than A. See, all bonds are changed in B. Thus, when there is total shifting of pi electrons, can we say this is total shifting of pi electrons? Because the complete scenario is changed from A to B of pi electrons. This is as it is. So, when total shifting of pi electrons inside the benzene ring takes place, then that is a resonance effect. These effects, the substituents which is present on it, the electron bond shifting and charge on benzene ring. See here what happened. Substituents also affected. It has acquired the double bond, then it got back the single bond. Also electron bond is affected. See, they are shifting continuously, as well as the charge also. It also shifts from ortho to para, para to ortho, right? So because of this resonance effect, what is affected? Substituents which is present, electron bond shifting, as well as charge on the benzene ring. These are affected. So here in the phenol, this is phenol, benzene ring attached with the alcohol groups of phenol. Here in the phenol, the negative charge acquired is shifted to ortho, first structure, para, second structure, again ortho, third structure. So, if any positive charge when comes from the external, if any positive charge or any positive reactions attack on the phenol, if they will attack on this phenol molecule, where they will go? They will either go to ortho or para position, because on ortho and para position negative charge are present. So, positive charge will be attracted to the negative. So, it will only attack on ortho and para positions. So, such species which show the position of the incoming guest is termed as directive influence. So, what is here? Such species which show the position to the incoming guest. That means those substituents which is present, and those substituent shows the path to the coming reagent, which are the guest, where they should sit on this compound. Then that effect or that guidance or that process is termed as directing influence. Directive influence, right? This directive influence you will learn in 12th standard in a little deeper manner. Till here you will keep in mind that the substituents which is present or the species which are present, when that species shows the position, to whom they are showing the position? To the incoming reagents which are the guest, that where they should sit, then this is termed as directive influence. As here OH is giving idea to the coming reagent that they can sit either on ortho or para position, ortho or para position, right? That means here phenol is a species which is directive, the influence, giving the idea. Thus all the electron donating groups such as alcohol, halogen, amine, right, oxyaryl, that is oxy and alkyl group, are ortho and para directing groups. So this was about positive R effect, and the next is negative R effect. In this effect, electrons will be withdrawn. See, in positive R effect, what happened? Electrons are released at the benzene ring. That means electrons were given to the benzene ring. But instead, here it is little completely different. Here the electrons will be withdrawn from the benzene ring, and as it is withdrawn, that means taken away. So it is minus R effect. Nitro group, aldehyde group, carboxylic acid, ketone group, these are electron withdrawing groups. They withdraw the electrons from benzene ring, and so it is called minus R effect, which we will discuss in the next video. By the time, please read inductive effect, also electromagnetic effect and positive R effect, right? And please keep this resonance in the mind, because the reactivity stability of the organic cyclic compounds which undergoes the resonance is based on this resonance structures, and not many reactions even in 11th standard and widely in 12th standard is based on this resonance effect, right? So please have little patience and read this effect again and again, right? Thank you.